Well, hi, it's Sheri from Mission Partners for Christ. I would love to hear from you. So I'm hoping you're going to send us an email or you're going to comment on this post. And what am I going to talk about today? Well, today I'm going to talk a little bit about fear. Do you know that, and I'm sure you know a verse by heart about this, but in the Bible, it's one of the commands, do not fear, one of the things that God addresses more than anything else. He talks about it about 365 times. That's a lot. So that's about like one for every year. And you know, I've had some conversations just in the last couple days with people that have served with us before on short-term mission teams. They are people that are leaders in their church, have been leaders for a long time. They are people that love the Lord, put Him first in their life. But things that I'm hearing about are things like they're fearful, fear of the unknown. So I'd like to hear from you about your fear. What causes you fear, especially in relationship to going on a short-term medical mission trip? And I want to just give you a testimony today of somebody that I met just about 3 weeks ago when I was serving in the country of Guinea, West Africa. And I had the opportunity to meet this young man, and he had heard the gospel message in his community amongst this unreached people group. He had heard it about 1.5 years ago when a clean water well had been placed in his community. So he heard the gospel, but the Lord continued to stir his heart. Work on his heart for 1.5 years. And when our medical team came to serve and he heard the gospel again, he opened his heart to receive Jesus Christ. And what I remember about this guy was his face was brightly lit. His expressions on his face were kind of like mine are now, with a big smile. He was very happy and very excited that he opened his heart to Jesus. And what I can tell you is that this man came out to meet us secretly at night because he lived in a community where being a follower of Jesus Christ wasn't well accepted. There was a lot of persecution in that particular village and in that community where he lived, where most of the time you couldn't even tell your family member that you were now a believer. Can you imagine? So one, I'm saying that he came out at night so that nobody would find him out. So thinking there was some fear there. But this guy, let me tell you, God's already working in his heart since he opened his heart and accepted Jesus. But he's not afraid. This man, I can't even imagine what it's like to live in an area like that. Because you know what, today I was listening to my praise music. I was talking about Jesus. I was reading his word. Tonight I have a Bible study. And you know what? Everybody in my neighborhood can know that I have a Bible study. And I can pray at any time. And I've prayed several times a day. And I'm looking forward to going to church once again on the weekend, gathering with other believers. So we don't have any fear here about that, do we? But imagine living in a place like many do around the world where they are in fear with persecution. But what really excited me about this young man, he has not even really developed any type of relationship with Jesus, but God's already working on his heart not to be fearful. He is a teacher of the Quran, and the Quran is the holy book for the for the Muslim faith. So he has 37 students that he has been teaching the Muslim faith, teaching about Islam to 37 students. And now God has already worked on his heart. And he told us he will now, he's going to push past any fear of those in his community, okay? And he could get a lot of pushback. Can you imagine? He is now going to be sharing and teaching from, the Holy Bible, the Word of God. So I just want to encourage you. If you're feeling fear, God's going to meet you exactly where you're at. You can trust him. You can have faith. If you look back over your life, hasn't he provided for you and met your needs in every situation? You can look back and be like, you know what? I don't need to be fearful about that. I have so many testimonies of things that God has done in my life and in the work that we're doing with Mission Partners for Christ. So I just want to encourage you. Get into his word. Let him speak to you and meet your need. where you're at, if you're experiencing fear. So I would love to hear from you today. So if you've been thinking and praying about going on a short-term medical mission, which I hope that you are considering it, because it's a life-changing trip, not just for the people that we serve, but also for ourselves. My life has been changed so much in the time that I've been serving in medical missions. So will you comment on this post today? Let me know areas where you've been having some fear. Share it with somebody else. Maybe you know of somebody else that's interested in serving. We don't require you to have a medical degree to serve with us, just somebody that wants to serve. But we always are, very open to dentists and doctors and nurses, nurse practitioners, those in the healthcare field. So I want to say thank you to those of you that are watching this post today. I greatly appreciate you and just can't wait to hear from you in the comments. Take care. Want to find out more about our organization? Go to our website today, missionpartnersforchrist.org. Thanks. Have a great day.